Alright everybody, so today is what is today? June 14th, 2021, and I'm just inspecting my Annonas to see where they are with their progress. It's the first time growing AP, and so far it looks like I may have a couple fruit sets, so only time will tell if they actually start to grow. So in the next couple weeks, month, we'll track its progress. How these tomatoes freaking ended up on the 25-gallon pot, I don't know. Different kinds of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and I believe there's also aromas in here. So anyway, this is the Lucida. Same thing on this one. I believe I have a couple fruit sets on here. Jeez, this guy's really just overtook the pot real quick. I'm gonna chop them off soon. So here's the other Lucida. Then we go over here to the Orton. Last year, this was by far my best producing Annona, because it really much self-pollinated itself. I was surprised, like if you look right now, almost every flower I pollinated has fruit set. So the only problem with that, as big as a tree as this was, or as many fruits, see like this one, I'm gonna have to support this. The tree wasn't able to keep up with the weight of the fruit, and so it was really sagging a lot. So this is the Orton, and I didn't mind the Orton. I mean, it wasn't fabulous, but for me, growing my cherimoya for the first time is kind of cool. So over here, this is supposed to be the giant Athis I got from Ramel. I did 2 side veneer grafts and both took. I've been trying to pollinate. I know it's a small tree, but I'm just trying to be curious to see how the fruit looks like. So far it's doing well. I planted it in the ground this February. Over here is the Cheers. Now this one, I struggled to get any fruit set on this one, but looks like this year I may get a couple of fruits. Now Andy mentioned that because the leaves are so small, it means it's not getting watered consistently. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and make sure I water better watering system. Yeah, I actually got some fruit sets on it this year, so we'll find out how pears taste. And if ever anyone's curious, this is what a female flower looks like. But I cheat. I go ahead and just peel it off, so when I pollinate it, it's actually easier to place the pollen and the brush together and rub it. This is the big sister. Last year I actually got a couple of fruit sets, like quarter size, but I removed them. Someone told me not to because I just recently grafted it. So same thing, side veneer, or actually I think I used the tool on this one. I don't think this is a fruit set. This has been like this for like 2-3 weeks. Hasn't really shown growth, but that's the big sister. Over here, the Sabor. This one flowered a lot, but I couldn't get it to set. And I was able to get 2 small fruits that also didn't mature well, so I ended up harvesting it early. But this year, it's looking better, bigger leaves. Plant structure looks a lot better, more filled up. And I'm actually getting fruits on the branches rather than on the stems. So like this guy, I'm gonna have to add some support when the wind blows over here, because when it's windy it gets whipped around left and right. So over here is the giant atis. This one I got from Mike Fernandez last year. Really odd looking graft, but it's alive. They grafted it onto this one branch, and that's the only one that took. I think there was another one, but it died out. This is also another one I've been trying to hand pollinate, but to no success. So I'm curious to see how these fruits look like. This guy might be ready to pollinate, but the only problem is it would be no good, or I'd have to put something underneath it to keep it from breaking. So over here, this is a rootstock. This one, again, I do better with side veneers. I forgot where the graft is at, but I think this is a little graft union right here. This is a Bell variety BEHL. I grafted it maybe a year and a half ago, and that looks like a dead mango. I tried grafting giant atis, and I have another one in the front, and I rubbed this one, I scratched this one, and it was really green and still moist. So, but nothing yet. It had a couple flowers. I tried to pollinate it, but nothing. Somewhere right here is an El Bumpo. I got this as a 3-gallon, and I believe I planted it in the ground maybe January or December. This is supposed to be the El Bumpo. Now again, the only problem with this one is it's really in an area that gets a lot of wind, and I was watching it sway left and right last weekend. It was just rocking. So if ever, I mean, you look at it right now, if this was to have fruits and it was this windy or even worse, which we've had, the branches would snap. So I'd really have to put some stakes on this one to prevent it from dancing around. But I get this afternoon breeze every day. And lastly, this was the last acquisition I had. This is supposed to be a big sister over here, and this graft is supposed to be a Fino de Hete. It's supposed to be more of a self-pollinating variety. I don't remember if I pollinated that one, but we shall see. We shall see. The rest I'll let it be, and maybe we can get a self-pollinating variety, big sister, and that is my Annonas. Here are one of my last Annonas. This is Lisa Pride cross compliments of Felipe and Scion's compliments of Annie. Fortunately, both of them took, so because I had the other one that didn't do so well. And if we fast forward here, I got some, I think this is pink llama, just barely waking up. And here is the white llama. And over here is the giant Yucatan that I grafted about a year and a half ago. Right here, cleft graft. And I removed all the leaves, and this is how it looks. It's about 2.5 feet.